Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and I am back with another Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod video. This is the conclusion of the Commander Neyo trilogy that we've had going on the past few weeks here. So, Commander Neyo and Commander Bly are... Oh, there they are. They're right here. I was having trouble finding them. Commander Neyo is right there. Commander Bly is right here. They are within their mountain fortress here with one Juggernaut tank, 6 TX-130Ts, and 1 ATTE tank. Quite a heavy arsenal here. And then, of course, a smorgasbord of 91st Reconnaissance Troopers and Commander Bly's troopers. Now, if you remember from the last episode, they had to retreat from their attack on this... CIS city fortification type deal. So they retreated back, and they decided to rebuild their army. And the CIS decided to rebuild their army too, and they brought forth Sith Lord Count Dooku, along with quite a number of vehicles, a lot of vehicles, 4 AATs, a plethora of super battle droids and dwarf spiders, and 1 MTT here, as well as a lot of standard droid infantry. So these two factions decided to attack each other, but both sides also decided to call in reinforcements. So Count Dooku called upon General Grievous over here, who has come forth with a bunch of these little derpy CIS tanks and some of the forced infantry here for the battle droids, and Commander Neyo and Commander Bly called upon the help of Commander Wolffe over here with the Wolffe Battalion. So these guys are coming in to rescue Bly and Neyo and reinforce them. So he's got, let's see, 3 TX-130Ss with him, as well as Wolfpack soldiers. So all of these factions, the 4 corners of this map, will be meeting in the middle right around here, where I've just laid down a bunch of random fortifications and stuff like that, so they have cover and it's not just open. And they'll be duking it out in this epic finale to the trilogy, or at least I hope it's epic. So yeah, I will be right back and we can get this started. One moment, please. Alright, you bad Larrys, we're ready to get underway here. I hate to say it, but I did have to cut all of the armies essentially in half. I did it evenly, so all of them have exactly half the troops they had before, because I tried playing this and it was like so uber laggy, it was impossible. We were getting like 3 frames per second, which is just, it's too hard to watch that kind of video. So I cut everyone in half, so you'll notice that. I also moved the Juggernaut over here because it was having trouble traversing this terrain over here, which is kind of hilarious because it's built for that kind of terrain, but whatever, it's just a mod. Alright, let's get started here. Okay. Here we go. It'll still be pretty laggy. It is a huge battle with a lot of troopers all going to be firing lasers, which is also a pretty laggy thing, but I'm hoping it's not the worst thing ever. Before it was the worst thing ever. It was just, oh, it was bad, but we'll see about this time around. So we do have some runners, and it seems like we have runners from each faction, so I'm just going to let them all converse in the middle, because honestly they're just runners and they'll do it. The TX-130T is coming very far forward right off the bat here. These are very fast vehicles, so they tend to get to the front of the battle before anything else, but they are starting to fire at some of these runners for Dooku's troopers. Dooku even decided to run forward himself with his lightsaber, so he's in the forefront of the battle here. The Juggernaut's running around trying to take out some of these droids early on, but they are starting to take some hits. Here's the Juggernaut over here. It should be dispatching its troopers just about now, and it looks like it tried to, but it ran them all over, so that's rough right there. I wonder if the MTT will do the same. It might not. It seems like the MTT might have run over a few troopers, but for the most part they did. Yeah, they ran over a few, but it was able to disembark the majority of them, unlike the Juggernaut, who, like, all 60 of the troopers that it can hold died, which is bad. Here comes Wolffe's runners. They're coming up. They were a little slower than some of the droids over here, but the droids who ran forward are really just getting caught in a absolute cluster here and getting demolished. And it seems like Bly and Neyo's tanks are taking a beating. They're still getting lots of fire off, but their top gunners have been sniped out, and right now they're just getting hammered, so I don't expect them to last too much longer on the battlefield. Neyo and Bly's troopers are way far back here trying to make their way forward. The ATTE is still alive, which is a good thing because that's a powerful tank to keep. The Juggernaut's still alive too, it appears, so this thing might be able to get some kills. I don't know where the... I mean, it's got these top laser guns and stuff like that, so it might be able to get some good pot shots on the enemy. I've never used these in battle. They're just so massive. They only work on a few maps, so it'll be interesting to see what that sort of has to offer to this battle, I suppose. But we can see more droids coming forward. The Super Battle Droids working away. The Dwarf Spiders working. AATs coming forward as well. We see some wrist rockets going off. Gotta watch those wrist rockets. TX-130Ts are starting to go down, though, as we're seeing them explode. Actually, like a chain reaction, they're all exploding at once. That's not very good for the Republic here. They lost their tanks early on, but hopefully they made up for it by just butchering the enemy infantry that ran forward early, because that's going to be a big loss for the CIS going forward here. Let's see. Wolffe's main force is way back here. Actually, Wolffe himself is just laying on the ground right there, but they're coming forward. They're actually redirecting a little bit more to the right over here and engaging with some of General Grievous's troopers who are just beyond this hill here. Also, Grievous's tanks are a little bit smarter than the Republic tanks, and they're just sort of staying behind with the infantry and providing backup fire with them. Also giving them a nice little place to take cover from, which is a good thing. We see the ATTE looming behind, cresting over this hill here with the Republic infantry near it. This thing is ready to do some damage. It's already firing its main cannon and its frontal cannons as well. This thing is just devastating to infantry and tanks alike, so it'll be cool to see what this thing manages to do. Is the Juggernaut dead? I think the Juggernaut actually did end up dying. Yeah, it's dead. Rip the Juggernaut, I suppose. This clone just fired a shot into it. I don't know why it did that. Okay. But we can see Dooku's troopers coming forward to engage with Bly and Neyo's troopers over here on the right now. Dun 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 dun. Dwarf Spiders coming up over this way, spraying their fire at some of the clone troopers in the middle. Super Battle Droids also in the middle. It seems like Dooku and Grievous are really gunning for this main position over here, while Wolffe, Bly, and Neyo are sort of staying back on this hill and this left side over here. So I think Dooku and Grievous are really trying to get into the cover that's over here, while Wolffe, Bly, and Neyo are trying to fire at them before they can get into that cover. It seems like Grievous's troopers in the woods over here are having a tough time with Wolffe. Wolffe seems to be sort of butchering them, but these tanks are still alive, though, so that's not very good for Wolffe's troopers, because he lost all of his TX-130s in the beginning of the battle here. Not saying Wolffe didn't take losses during this engagement too, it's just that Grievous has taken more from what it appears, but Wolffe certainly has taken some losses. We can see dead bodies all over the place over here. I don't see where Wolffe is at the moment. Oh, Wolffe's over here, bravely going forward. Looks like a few of his troopers are waltzing forward too, ready to take on some of Dooku's troopers over here. Here's a Super Battle Droid one-on-one fighting against this ATTE over here, firing some wrist rockets at it, firing its laser fire, trying to take this Bad Larry out. This thing has lost its top gunner, which is tough, because that's a key component to that tank. Obviously, it does a lot of damage to enemies. I have a feeling we're not going to find Bly and Neyo in this just mess of troopers over here, considering they're dressed almost exactly like their standard troopers, so it's going to be tough to find them. So we'll just we'll let them continue their good fight here. But we see their infantry is coming forward in force, doing a great job of spraying some fire at the droids over here. Dooku's forces has taken some serious losses. I'd say their biggest strength right now is their remaining tanks, Dwarf Spiders and Super Battle Droids. I think that's going to leave a mark on the enemy for sure. Their infantry is not nearly as many as the clones, though, which is a shame for them. Here's Wolffe's troopers still continuing to pounce on Grievous's men over here. Many of them coming very, very far forward, though, getting gunned down as they go. Maybe a little too far forward. These two tanks, it does appear, have died. One of them is actually being repaired by a droid as we speak, so we'll see if he can get that back in action. But it seems like Grievous's troopers over here are almost completely toasted. Grievous himself is way back here, just sort of chilling. He's waltzing forward, actually very slowly. He's like the Terminator, coming forward to end this battle. Alright, that was a terrible accent. So yeah, it seems like mainly Dooku over here is going to have to hold his own against the Republic, as the remainder of his forces in the woods that Grievous was commanding have gone south in this battle. The Dwarf Spiders are just devastating, though. We're seeing them butcher hundreds of clones all at once. which is just absolutely brutal. Yeah, most of this hill is just mounds of dead troopers. I'm wondering if Neyo and Bly are amongst these boys, but it's just impossible to tell at the moment. Let me know if you end up spotting them during the video. It's a lot harder while I'm recording and trying to do commentary and stuff like that for me to spot individual characters, especially when they're all, you know, similarly colored. But if you do end up spotting them or their dead bodies, let me know in the comments. There's Bly! We spotted one! Alright, where Bly is, Neyo must not be far away. There's Neyo, actually. Okay, that's cool. So those two commanders are still alive and still firing away at the enemy, who is shrinking in size quickly. They still have a lot of tanks, though, which is worrisome because the Republic doesn't have, like, any. Actually, one TX-130S just got stuck in the spawn back here, so wonder if that will come into play ever, if it'll unlodge itself. But yeah, it does seem to me like the Republic is winning right now, but the tides could turn at any point. The droids could just get hundreds of kills in this one section or whatever. You know, Men of War can be very unpredictable in who wins what battle. But we see Wolffe's troopers are doing great over here. They're really pounding this forest hard and working on taking out these droids over this way. AAT is making a big push over the crest of this hill. That might be a dangerous play, as Neyo and Bly's soldiers over here might have some rockets that they can spray into them as they come up. So might want to watch out for that. Not to mention some infantry is taking pot shots at them and stuff like that. Alright, we'll see though. Yeah, most of the rocket troopers do seem to be down the hill over here, but they are able to shoot up at this AAT. If it crests the hill a little bit farther, they'll get some better shots, and they are peppering it hard, and they do eventually take it out. Very, very nice. That's a mistake hopefully the CIS won't make again, because it could be deadly next time. We see Wolffe's troopers actually getting just butchered by dwarf spiders over here. They need support from Bly and Neo's men, but they're just not finding it at the moment. I have no idea where Wolffe is at the moment. He could be anywhere. He could be alive. He could be dead. We'll see if we can ponder upon him, or not ponder, that's the wrong word, but just, you know, come upon him in the battle at some point. There's a few more of Grievous's men alive. Grievous himself is just chilling on the top of this hill over here. He doesn't have a weapon, I don't think. Maybe he has a pistol or something like that, but his men are sort of scattered about. These dwarf spiders are absolutely brutal, my guys. This MTT also being a huge disappointment. I think it was trying to fight Wolffe's troopers over here, but it got stuck on like a tank trap or something. I'm not fully sure. Ooh, Super Baldroid in the middle going down hard right there. Bly and Neo's troopers doing big pushes, big plays over here. Bly at the very front and Neyo not far behind supporting their troopers. It's always good for a commander to be at the forefront of the battle and helping out the best they can. That's always a good thing to see. Yeah, but we can see their troopers are just honing in on the last remaining scraps of battle droids up here. Ooh, big grenade getting thrown. Maybe it'll get some kills. Bly throws it back and is making a big push over here. Sorry, I just knocked my microphone. Hopefully that didn't hurt your ears too much. Bly goes down. Oof. It's up to Neyo to command the rest of these forces over here. There's Neyo himself right there on the rock. They're trying to kill some of these droids that are hiding up top near this artillery piece. They got one kill. There's still another up there, though. This AAT might be dead. Yeah, it's dead. It's just glitching out real weirdly. Alright, but these droids are going down over here. And I think it will be a Republic victory. We will have to see. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but it is seeming like the Republic is ending up with just a few more troopers left alive than the droids. I mean, we can look at the minimap here. Red are the droids, which just are few and far between at the moment, versus blue, who is the Republic. And the Republic does seem to be doing quite a good job here of the cleanup. Though it was a very close battle, to be honest. I think anyone could have won it. There is one Super Battle Droid left alive over here. There's an AAT over here and an MTT over here. So those could come into play and just sweep the last remaining clones as they come forward. Or they could get killed quite easily, because right now they're kind of derping out. We'll have to see how that ends up going. But some clones actually meeting quite a bit of resistance over here. Numbers of them going down due to droids popping some grenades over the edge and stuff like that. That was a terrible grenade. I don't know what this droid was doing. But clones coming around this way. They're still trying to get some of those grenades out. Probably a best strategy. That's the way to get the most kills out of these clones. And boom! Huge grenade right there. And those droids are still alive. Jeez Louise, they're crushing it over here, getting tens of kills on these clone troopers. Oh my god, they're still decking them with their sniper shots. There we go. That's a big clone grenade, though, and it gets rebounded back. Might hit these clones. No, it doesn't, but the droids are still alive. Oh, they're getting flanked now by another clone who manages to get one kill. Will he get the second? Yes, he does. Those two droids, though, ended up killing quite a number of clones before they themselves went down. MTT is becoming the target of clone fire now as they set their sights on it. Also, this super battle droid here, it seems like almost all of the infantry for Count Dooku is dead. What's over here? General Grievous is still alive over here. He's picked up a sniper rifle and he's targeting some of Wolffe's men over here. Wolffe's troopers, there aren't many of them left alive really at all. I think Wolffe did end up biting the dust at some point here. That's tough. The MTT is dead now. It looks alive, but on the minimap you can see that it's dead. There is one droid over here and an AAT that still needs to die. Should we just let the AAT loose from its rock burden? Hopefully it moves forward now. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So we'll see if this... No, don't run into another thing after I dislodge you from... Oh my goodness. Go that way. Buddy. Come on. Alright, here we go. A victory lap is being made by the clones over here. They spot the droid that was left alive over this way. The AAT also has started firing at some of Wolffe's men over here, though it's getting hit hard by some rocket launchers and things like that. Ooh, big explosion right there. I think this will go down very, very fast. I mean, it doesn't stand a chance. Oof. Yeah, it does go down, but not before taking a few more clones with it. There's one droid over here who's just chilling. And then there's General Grievous way up here who's got his sniper. Does he have any kills? No, he doesn't. He's just crouching down there with his sniper. That's adorable. It's out of ammo, too. Okay. You know, we'll just retreat Grievous back. He can live on to fight another J. And there's one droid over here. Now, we gotta have him. Kamikaze! Go towards him. Get him. Here, we'll take out a grenade and see if we can't kamikaze these guys. We'll pull the pin when we're close enough. Hopefully they don't notice us until then. It's a risky play! It's a risky play! No, we pulled the pin. It'll explode, but it won't. Didn't get any kills. Alright, and Grievous ran away, like the coward he usually is. But, I mean, not that many clones left alive. Losses all around were heavy for both sides. It just happened that the clones were able to outlive the droids by a little bit. Really intense fighting, a cool battle here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Overtone, and Discord. Links to those things are in the description if you'd like to get a little bit more involved in the channel. I really appreciate you guys supporting me through these past few months. It's been awesome. I hope to continue. I've got a lot of cool new content coming out very soon. More collabs with Flying Dutchman. More streams to come as well. More Rico's Brigade, more Army Men Civil War, and more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War Mod. Alright, hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.